I'm gonna mod the most valuable thing I own.
Let's do it again! Sequel time!
Oh, there he goes again. He's gonna mod his most valuable guitar, and this time I'm gonna drill into it. So the theme of my year has been min-maxing, which means I'm investing in myself, I'm investing in my creative tools. The goal being not to have my tools hold me back in any way so I can focus on the storytelling of my adventures and making music. And if you followed along, thank you. On top of all that fun stuff, in the background all this year, I've been obsessed with this creative space I'm in, including this majestic wall of guitars. There has been countless hours of me going through every detail of this little room, and it's still a work in progress to make the ultimate creative space. Because once everything is perfect, nothing can get in the way, right?
The funny part is, or maybe it's the sad part, is that of all the things I did last year, my most watched video was modding this priceless guitar. And after all that time and money and effort spent getting new electronics, new frets, I still haven't been playing it, and it's still not perfect. And that's my fault. I dropped it.
Yeah, I dropped it. It wasn't major, but the low E tuning peg got knocked so bad that the locating pin broke off. And these star tuners are super rare and really expensive to buy. So my genius idea was to cut the head off a screw that I had put into where the locating pin was and cut it into like a point, hoping that there was enough pressure between that screw tip and the squeeze factor of the tuner against the wood to keep that in place. When I took this guitar to Brad to refret the guitar, he noticed this right away and he was like, oh man, this is weird. And I was like, oh, who could that have been? It was me. So rather than pay stupid money for the original star tuners from the 70s, I got some locking Godot tuners, and they do need holes drilled for them, but the design will cover up the old holes, and once this guitar is staying in tune, I can finally play this guitar and make some music with it.
So here's a funny thing about perfection. We expect perfection from ourselves, we expect perfection from our instruments, and I'm racking my brain thinking, man, why don't these tuning pegs line up? They're uneven. And look at this. It's because they're crooked from the factory.
Then I got thinking. All the things in this room have been perfected over the past year, but I can't help but be disappointed. I got so fixated on making sure my tools were perfect, they all became excuses not to start. Well, good thing I don't give a shit anymore. Oh my God. Good thing I don't give a shit anymore. A guitar that doesn't stay in tune is one of the most annoying things in the world. But not playing this guitar all year because, oh, poor baby, he needs to retune it a little more often. That's a travesty. This guitar rips. Funny enough though, I really didn't think changing the tuners would change the sound, but the guitar sounds different now. It rings better. Papa-like. I gotta tell you though, I am a huge advocate for saying things like, the right tool for the right job. Buy once, cry once. However, you do waste a lot of time if you wait for things to be perfect. At some point, you just need to stop worrying about it and push on with what you've got. I'm super proud of the things I was able to accomplish this year, but I really think I could have done more if I wasn't so distracted by silly things like finding the perfect lamp. I went as far as reading a book about how to be more productive rather than just being productive. I've got everything I could possibly need dialed in as far as they need to be. Enough to be dangerous. Thanks for watching. Good thing I'm out of shit. Good thing I'm out of fucks to give. Fucking gross. That's so gross.